All right, y'all. So I know now. Let me move this up a little bit closer. That last video that y'all gonna see, you're really gonna like the quality of the audio. Now I had to spend more time on it. I also have an announcement. We've reached over 100 hours in the last 28 days of y'all watching. That's not because of me. That's because of you. Can't see my finger. That's because of you. That's because of y'all, my listeners, my subscribers. A lot of these YouTubers, and I don't know if I consider myself a YouTuber, but a lot of these YouTubers, they like to consider themselves to be something where they're like, well, I'm the almighty dollar. I'm the person that makes the wheels turn. I'm just this big somebody. And I started to think about something. When you think of the people that we either idolize or look up to or have done that. Well, we're really not supposed to idolize people. But just look at the people that we spend money with. Look at the people that we put on a high platform, whether it's a musician, whether it's whatever. Especially when you're a kid, when you see people, Hollywood, just famous people. They're people like us, right? But you are the one that the reason why they have these nice big mansions and these cars or whatever, we're the consumers. So if you don't watch me, I'm just another nigga on the internet. Now, YouTube ain't the way I get my money. It's a possibility I could make another stream at some point. But YouTube is YouTube is something where, hold on one second. YouTube, move my phone a little closer. YouTube is something where we come to express ourselves, but that's entertainment and a check for some people, right? So now, what the hell I'm looking at? Anyway, YouTube is a check for some people. And when you look at celebrities and you look at things of that nature, if you don't go see their movies or if you don't buy their product, they just gonna be just like me or you in a sense, right? We as consumers, we make it to where they have something. Prime example. Remember when you have folks running around here talking about, and it's off subject, but it's pertinent. You black folks ain't got no culture. You foundational blacks, you ain't got no culture. You freedmen, you black Americans, y'all ain't got no culture. Y'all just looking for reparations and a handout, right? Think about something. How did apartheid come down in South Africa? The consumers said, the hell with Coca-Cola, we gonna shut it down. That was us. And I say, I'm very critical. I'm very critical of the Black Caucus and the way they get down, or their lack of. But that's one of the things that they had mentioned when you go to the Congressional Black Caucus website. Apartheid wasn't for us. It's not even it's not a big sizable South African population here, even in the United States. It's not a whole bunch of them over here in the first place. We did this because we said, okay, there's some black folks over there getting mistreated. That reminds of what we were going on in Jim Crow. That's some modern day Jim Crow shit. Oh, we gonna shut that shit down. And to your credit, you had the Jesse Jacksons and the Sharptons, and we in the 80s, we shut it down. It wouldn't have been able to happen without us. My point is we have to stop looking at it, because see what ends up happening is they'll get to a certain point and the attitude is, well, I just made it by myself. I made it by myself. I didn't need you. No. If we stop buying, you seen what happened to Fat Joe. If we stop supporting you, you just gonna be back to a 9-to-5 ass nigga unless you just own a business or something like that. But far as consumerism, entertainment, YouTube or whatever, yeah. So I don't look the small population of y'all, we got about 100 something subscribers on there. I don't take that for granted. Because I remember when I had like 5 or 10. You see? So I said, well, damn, y'all sitting here watching me. The StreamYard quality's cool. Yeah, y'all getting free content, but I'm like, damn it. This needs to be a little better. I could do a little better than that. I had to kind of critique it and say, wait a minute. If I was somebody else on the other end and he has this podcast machine, I wonder what he could do with that. So I started to kind of refinement stage. Neely Fuller talked about that a lot, the refinement stage. I said, okay, what if I record, and it's going to take time, but what if I record through my StreamYard or whatever platform I use, and I could still record the audio? Because that's all I want the quality to raise up is the audio. And the video, I do that in due time. But now I figured out how to sync it. Syncing looks easy, but you got to sit there and listen and move it and move it and move it. And I ain't got an Apple MacBook Pro, which that's another thing I'm going to have to get to increase the quality for you guys, right? Because I'm assuming if you're listening to me now, you want better quality. You don't want the same stuff. At some point, you want better quality. So I said, well, let me go ahead and record into the Rodecaster Pro, which is a very high quality, and just get the audio. I got to transfer that to my Mac. I got to load that up to this other program, which is a mix and mastering thing. And there's probably some other ways I'll be able to cut it. Then mix it to what level I want. Export it. Hold on, let's see. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Can I what? Yeah. All right. All right, I gotta wrap it up. All right, I gotta head out to the city. So, real quick, what I want to do, real quick. So I export that. Then what I gotta do, I gotta export this video with StreamYard, and I bounce it down and stuff like that, and I put it into another little app. And then I can get sync it and stuff like that. Then I export that. Then I upload it to YouTube. So we're looking at like a 5 to 6 step process to get y'all just a better quality. Or I could just do it straight through StreamYard, export, and enter it into another program. But then I like to add music behind there for y'all. Otherwise, I just export it straight to YouTube. And sometimes I do that. But I figure y'all might want to, listen to some DJ Fresh or something like that, or I put some instrumentals behind there or whatnot. And but point being, there's a program. Before I wrap this up, this is gonna be real quick. There's a program that I promised y'all that I was gonna show you called Nite. Man, look, I used to install programs all the time. And I said, I'm tired of doing it bit by bit. And then I got to save the files, and I'll have the files on a USB drive or whatever the case may be. You know what I do now? Or when I was really getting into my computer repair thing where I had the desktop and stuff. I don't remember what year this came out, but when I found out about it, I'm telling you, I was on it. Man, this lets you package it up. Oh, you want Chrome? I give them Firefox. They probably going to have Zoom. I go down here. I install Malwarebytes or Avast. I wouldn't mess with a lot of other stuff. You might want some nigga that thinks he can rap. I put Audacity on there for him. I'll put VLC because he might want to start listening to certain stuff. He might want Spotify. He might want a burning program. So I put TeamViewer on there. I put Image Burn on there. CC Cleaner so he could clean up his cookies. And then I click, once I have all that, I click on Get Nite and I wrap all that shit up and it downloads it to one file. And guess what? Once you get it on their computer and it has that one file, you double click, you install it in about 10 minutes, it installs all that shit. You install everything. And you see who uses this. Harvard Business School, Pepsi Mid-America, Lockheed Martin. I'm not even going to say nothing else. I'm not going to say nothing else. Y'all know what to do with it after that. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and upload this. Because that saved me a lot of time. And time is money when it comes to tech. When I was working on people's computers and installing stuff, I said, man, I got to download this and download that or move it off the USB and double click it. Nah, Nite.com and install it and be done. So I'm uploading this right now. I ain't got nothing else to say. This gonna save if you a young desktop support person or like a young person that's doing some computer repair, because there's still some repair. People still need repairs. There you go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this. So let me try to stop this at the exact same time so I can sync it up.